is that you understand that this is patient music, and also, a place like this, you don't have to feel agitated in any way through you. Make sure all those notes are there. Because you're speeding up or becoming agitated on that, I mean, you're trying to phrase it, I understand. But first, try to be really solid. Just do that for me, these 3 bars. Yeah, see, what I hear is, this is a good voicing, then you stop listening to yourself. So what happens is this, I'll be you. This is good, and then your left hand starts voicing, and then, so I get confused. What I want to understand is the voicing continues. Good. Here especially, all of a sudden, you start jumping the gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Can you do that bar for me? Good, okay. Now, if I told you your pedaling is blurry, can you fix that? This starts a different touch, right? So this is pretty full and singing, and then can you change your touch there so it's like a tenuto? Good. Can this be the end? That's the end. And then there's extra. Okay, go back to here. Good, but you see, you don't play the full chord. Yeah, let's look at your fingering. How about 4 here? Yeah, 4. See how you go to 5 there? Yeah, because here if you do 4, then 5's ready. If you jump 5, and so it just makes it harder to play. 4, and then 5. You're on a pencil. That's the apex of that. It's really clear. Better. That's right. Good, okay. Here, don't lose the bass. Right? Do you know what I mean by that? It's a little heavy. Try to voice more to the right hand so that it's not so. It's a little bit too heavy. Voice to the right hand is higher. Okay, good. Can you fix that pedaling? A really legato pedaling. There and there. this. Change, 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 change. Okay, you want to write that in? Write that into your finger. Alright, go from there. Good. This is too like that. It should be rounded. So it's as if you give it to the orchestra. Right. Let's do that all together again, okay? From when you come in. From there. Ready and another thing. I always find like you always play the same thing before. Remember when you did this? You want to make sure that it's rounded. You do this, right? And you do the same thing here. So get rid of that. It's full. Then change it. This is a question of rubato. I feel like you kind of stop on every half bar, but those two bars are one phrase. See if you can connect them. Okay. So you just have a hard time with voicing. You did slowly. Your problem is that you start with a good sound, and then all of a sudden your voicing gets off. So what is continue the voicing? It just means you start this, and then you continue it. Even though there's other chords, you want to make sure that that's clear. This is the end. That's the end, right? You tend to accent that, so that's the end. Taper that. Yeah, it's weird, but without timing. You want to make that into one thought. better to me. You see, if you try to do one on every one, it also doesn't work as well. So it's this same change. Then you can get that groove to the sforzando. Can you do that? Yeah. Now, see, that just helps so much. Now, let's apply that to the beginning. Same thing. Same pedal, new. See, it just helps so much to phrase if you do it. Can you just try the beginning? Can you think of this? Right. So the third note rests. This feels like it's resting. Careful. Try this new pedaling we just discovered. Yeah. Now, can you have that? Da ti. Okay. If you want to do it, give time. Now let's skip to the next time with that in mind. So it's C major. Is that where we were? Very good. Doesn't that pedal help? I think it does. This is surprisingly tricky. I don't know why. But if you use this pedaling, it just gives you that. So let's remember that. I'm telling you, but I'm also telling myself because it just seems to help a lot. Keep on going. Yes. That's fine. Can you go from here? From the beginning? Okay. Do this, then do that. It makes that happen naturally. I never really hear a line. Can you plan better? Hear this pulse. That's your pulse, right? Keep that. Go further. Good. This is just back and forth. Then when it moves, phrase and same thing, back and forth. Then when it moves. difference. Okay, phrasing is better, but pedaling is not. Where is that? Okay. This has to be, yeah, this is new, right? But which is getting better. See, again, if you do that, that naturally happens. I think this is actually very smart, this little uninter suggestion. But this needs to be really clear. This new pedal. Every one. Can you do that for me? Can you show me that in your score? Yeah, you play a lot of times the wrong note here. Can we look carefully that this is E, then D, then G? Let's look carefully at that. Just go from here. There's this you always play D. Yes, okay. Here you really gotta be careful. The rest of them are mostly good, but here the D just sounds so wrong. Can you do that again? Okay, now again, try to feel 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Back 1, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3. You right? Try it. Still wrong. Do you hear that? Yes.
Yeah, that's a habit of playing.
Yes, it's a habit. Write yourself something so you'll remember. Oh, I should give you the pen. Okay, go from there. That's also wrong. Where's that in your chord? Where is that? Yeah, no, that can't be right. Hold on. Oh, it's not you. It's your score. Hold on. Yeah, that has to be a B natural. This
Okay.
Yeah, I mean I remember last time we were wondering about that because boy, this sounds so wrong with a B flat. But hold on, let me see. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that has to be right. Yeah, definitely. Yes. What score are you using? What is this? Who knows?
It's just some.
Okay. Yeah. Can you buy an Urtext for yourself? That would be very good. Or download it. So. But anyway, this should be a B natural. Okay, go from there. You gotta keep the tension in your line. Now try with me. I'll be the orchestra, and you follow me, but you still have that kind of phrasing. Go from where you just were. Ready? Good. Good. Okay. Can we keep on going?
Okay.
This is. You want to be able to show the orchestra your retard. Can it be clear? Go from there. Okay, this is too loud. Softer, more elegant. Also, let your accompaniment, observe those rests. You pedal through that. I don't know if you realize. It's like this pedal off, then put it down. Pedal off. This happens so quickly. I'll talk you through it. Pedal, keep the pedal down, off, but I've lifted because I want to hear the rest. Off. Try that. Just play the right hand for me. Okay, that's fine. Just your left hand. So I should be able to hear the beginning of each beat. So it's
only like this?
Yeah. Yeah, good. Can you remember that? One more time. Yeah. So the problem is I hear this. But that's not related. So careful of the attack of E. You have more words to speak here, and the orchestra's not playing, so you can take time to make that really beautiful. It doesn't have to be fast. Good, same thing. Can you remember not to do this?
Oh, no.
Even though there's a dot on it, it's still you want to ring into it. Yeah, because you want to give the sound to the orchestra. Okay. But I think it'd be wise just to review what we did today. We'll just take each thing little by little. Can we go back to the very beginning of the piece? So I'll give you the orchestra part, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's work on that. So firstly, you gotta give. That's really important. This is what you do. You do this. You play it like it's a short note. Long. Try that first. Better. When you remember and stay, it changes your sound. There's a little bit of space between the notes. Space with sound. Can you hear that? Yeah, that means you have to change how you pedal that. Right?
Yeah.
Because if you do this, it's still long, right? Right, okay, beginning. 16th is really close to the quarter note. So it should never sound, but always D. Can you try that? So it's as if this is almost, think of this as almost on the downbeat. Almost on the downbeat, that's 16th. This chord's wrong. Would it be D minor? Right. Okay, let's do it slowly. The problem is that this sound you can't maintain. So then the left hand tends to lag behind the right hand. Just slowly. Yeah, it has to be A minor. Just A minor. Okay, again. Yeah. Listen really carefully. This has to be together. Can you just do that much? Right. Yeah. One more time. So what are we doing? Let me break it down for you. We are making sure that the left hand and the right hand are perfectly together with this kind of rhythm of. That's what we're doing now. Let's do that first before I add things. Good. Better. Can you place this so that it feels like that's happening? That's convincing if you do that. Notice how, well, you can't notice you don't have the orchestra, but you just notice that the orchestra needs to know the downbeat. I mean, you come off of the downbeat. Then the orchestra needs to know 5 from you. So you can set that up musically by how you play the 3rd beat. Okay. It seems like a lot of details just for the first 3 bars, but it's your first impression. This is really important, you know? You want to make sure it's super solid. Can we do it again with me?
Okay.
So we'll give the orchestra part. Ready? That's better. Let's keep on going. Throw this away. Sing through that. This is all very good. And then all of a sudden here it gets agitated. Try to avoid that. 1, 2. There you go. Okay, good. So continue to work on that. Can you bring that next week? Okay, next week is an audition day. So I'll be hearing auditions for 12 hours that day. So we'll need to reschedule our Monday lesson. Okay, we'll check. I just, as I see you, all the students today, I'll remind them, but I'll also send an email. Let's do some improvisation. Can you play that 2 lines for me? block the left hand. So do this. Right, what chord is this?
A major.
Right, first inversion, right? What chord is this? Well, this is just a passing tone, right? So what chord is it? D minor. Do you know why it's just D minor again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
When I say passing tone, do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay, so see how this G is on its way to D? So that's a passing tone, right? So D minor, what's the second chord?
A major.
Right, first inversion. What's the third chord?
A minor.
D minor, right? This is now just moving notes. What chord is this?
This one?
Yeah.
A major.
A major, right? What about
F major.
this? This?
C major.
C major, first inversion.
Okay.
What chord is that?
F major.
F major. This is a passing. Okay, what chord is this?
A minor.
Right?
E7.
Very good. Because of the D, right? Okay, good. So what did Beethoven write for the accompaniment part? He did this, right? What I want you to do for step 1 is keep the right hand exactly the same. If you want, you can move it up an octave, actually. So what I'm doing is, step 1 is I'm keeping the right hand the same, except it's up the octave. I'm not going to change anything Beethoven wrote, but I'm going to think of the chords in the left hand and think of a different accompaniment part. But here's the thing. It can't be too complicated, because if it's too complicated, the right hand won't be able to continue. So let me show you. Beethoven wrote this. I'm going to put this up an octave, and I'll keep. Try to fill in the chords of the left hand in a different pattern. Keep the right hand. Try that. It's up to you what you do. That could be the same. Okay, that can be the same, right? So, right, do you know what I mean by that? That can be the same. That just means play with Beethoven wrote. Then you can change. Okay. So notice you already stopped, right? So that tells me it's too complicated. See if you can make an easier version. Maybe just this. Watch. It's almost like what you did. It's even the same hand position. Keep it simple as step 1.
So wait, what are you saying? Just change the rhythm?
Yes, just step 1, change the rhythm. Okay, let's work on this. Okay, so even when you improvise, your pedaling is not Also good. So let's work on that. Whenever you have another chord, still use your what you do normally to change. Whenever there's a new chord, you also need to change, okay? Okay, let's keep it even more simple. What can be more simple? There's just this, maybe, just do that. The important thing is you don't throw your right hand off. Try that. The right hand. Then repeat. That's just these two lines.
Okay.
Try to keep this going. Okay, so here's the thing. When you introduce a pattern, see what Beethoven does? See how he introduces this pattern? Then he always goes back to it. And I want you to do the same thing. So you were doing, this is very good. Then I just want you to keep it the same. If you can't keep the right hand going, that means it's too difficult. So the point is this: if your right hand is stopping, that means that you're not ready for that pattern yet. So your right hand is like telling you a lot. The point is you want to keep on going. Okay, next time what we'll do is we'll take your pattern. We'll start to change the right hand so that right now it's exactly what Beethoven wrote, right? But what we'll do is we'll just take the outline of the right hand and we'll learn how to improvise with that. But what we're doing is we're still following like the harmonic structure. We're still keeping Beethoven's right hand. What's going to happen over each exercise is that things will slowly move away from Beethoven, you know? But this is just step one, okay? So try that and we'll do a little bit next time. So it won't be next Monday, it'll be another time. We'll have to find a makeup time.
If I do that competition you said before,